In this tutorial, you will learn how to enter solid municipal sludge, generally known as biosolids, as a nutrient source in SnapPlus. Once entered, SnapPlus will calculate the per acre plant available nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium application rates of the biosolids. Before you can enter the data, you need to obtain a lab analysis of the biosolids. The lab analysis will include percent total solids and the percent of solids that is total Kjeldahl nitrogen, ammonium nitrogen, total phosphorus, and total potassium. Analysis reports will look different from different labs, but they should all have the same information. Once you have the analysis report for a sludge application in hand, navigate to the Nutrient Sources screen. In the Nutrient Sources tab, click on the plus sign. In the dialog box, type a descriptive name for the source. Then from the drop-down menu, select Biosolid, Solid. Click Save. Then, click on any cell in the analysis row to bring up the Biosolids analysis entry box. The first step is to select whether the units used for counting per acre spreading rates are in dry tons or cubic yards. Note that either choice can be converted to wet tons later in SnapPlus when planning the applications for a field in the Nutrient Application Planner. One difference between the two selections is when you select cubic yards, a new data entry cell for density is added. For this example, we'll use cubic yards. Using the information from the lab analysis report, enter in the total solids, total Kjeldahl nitrogen, and total ammonium nitrogen. The program will automatically calculate the organic nitrogen. The first, second, and third year available nitrogen is calculated and shown here. Next, enter the total potassium and the total phosphorus. As there are no guidelines for biosolids phosphorus and potassium availability, these are calculated using the guidelines for manure. The available P2O5 and K2O in pounds per unit is shown here. Note, there are no additional second or third year P2O5 and K2O credits. If you need to correct any of the numbers that you have entered, just re-enter the number and hit the refresh button. The last data entry cell is density. The default setting for density is 1,684 pounds per cubic yard, which is the density of a cubic yard of water. In most cases, you can leave this at the default setting. However, if the biosolid is heavier than the default setting, this will lead to an underestimation of the applied nutrient. Although density will not be on the laboratory analysis report, the sludge provider may provide you with this information, and it is important to update. If you want to count the sludge as a liming material, you will need to know its neutralizing index. Like density, this will not be on the lab report, but the sludge provider may provide you with this information. Once you have completed entering the analysis of the data, click OK. SnapPlus will be able to calculate the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium fertilizer value when you use this nutrient source in your planned applications.